Lena Carter, a glamorous young woman, arrives tired at a luxury hotel suite in Santorini after fashion shoots in Tokyo and Milan. She walks into the room alone in a designer dress, removes her heels, and collapses on a couch. Suddenly, a loud bang comes from her suitcase. Nervously, she approaches and opens it only to have a creepy fan jump out, sniffing her dress. With a terrified scream, she reacts as bodyguards rush in to tackle the intruder. The scene ends with her exclaiming, "Can I ever get a break?" After the commotion settles, the imposing bodyguards secure the creepy fan, and Lena, still in shock, takes a deep breath, trying to regain her composure. She glances around the opulent hotel suite, overwhelmed by the chaotic welcome she received after her grueling travels. With a resigned sigh, she mutters to herself, "This is not how I pictured my evening in Santorini." As Lena sinks deeper into her thoughts, she reflects on the surreal nature of her glamorous lifestyle, where even a moment of peace feels elusive. The bodyguards escort the creepy fan out, leaving Lena to contemplate her next move in a world that seems to blur the lines between admiration and obsession. As she wipes away a tear, she declares, "Tomorrow will be different, I promise myself that." Lena is doing yoga in her hotel room when suddenly the door bursts open. Zane, a handsome guy in flashy clothes, storms in holding a ring box. Dropping to his knees, he proposes. Shocked, Lena exclaims, "Are you crazy? It's been 5 days!" Zane starts crying on the floor as security pulls him away while he shouts, "I love you, Lena!" Overwhelmed and defeated, Lena struggles to process the moment. As Lena stands frozen, her mind races with confusion and disbelief, trying to comprehend Zane's bold gesture. Meanwhile, Zane is being escorted out by security, his heartbreak evident as he turns back, giving Lena one last pleading look filled with desperation. Lena sinks onto the edge of her bed, her hands covering her face in distress, struggling to cope with the whirlwind of emotions swirling inside her. Outside the hotel room, Zane leans against the wall, tears streaming down his face, his flashy outfit now a stark contrast to his vulnerable emotional state. Lena tries on disguises in front of a mirror, experimenting with a black wig and green contacts, feeling giddy about her transformation into someone unrecognizable. But when her mom walks in and gasps, Lena realizes her playful experiment has gone too far. At dinner, Lena musters the courage to explain her wish to be normal and attend school, and to her surprise, her dad agrees to support her, though he insists on 2 maids and the choice of their new apartment before anything else can happen. The scene concludes with Lena confidently walking through the doors of her new school, now known as Rina. As Rina steps into the school, she feels a wave of excitement mixed with nerves washing over her, surrounded by other students who seem to fit in easily, making her question if she can truly blend into this new life. Her heart races, but she reminds herself of her family's support, and with each confident step forward, she begins to shed the weight of her former identity, eager to embrace all the possibilities that come with being Rina. Rina hits the ground hard, cheeks burning from a mix of embarrassment and humiliation as laughter erupts around her. She looks up to see the mean girl standing over her, arms crossed and a smug grin on her face, while her friends snicker beside her. Rina feels small and defeated, wishing for a moment that she could just disappear. Rina walks to school nervously, her heart racing as she approaches the familiar gate. Suddenly, a scary dog appears, blocking her path and causing her to freeze in fear. Just then, a skateboard comes flying through the air, startling the dog and sending it running away. Rina turns in surprise to see a skater boy with messy hair and a hoodie casually watching her. "Thanks!" she exclaims gratefully. He smirks and replies, "Not your type, cupcake." As Rina enters the bustling school hallway, students flaunt flashy fake designer brands, leaving her feeling confused and out of place. She makes her way through the crowd and takes a seat, only for a mean girl to pull the chair away, causing her to stumble. Rina nervously stands up in class to introduce herself, but the moment she says her name, Miles can't help but mock her, comparing it to an iPhone, which sends a ripple of laughter through their classmates, leaving Rina frustrated. As she tries to regain her composure, Savannah bursts into the room dressed glamorously and immediately criticizes Rina's outfit, igniting a heated exchange where Rina reminds Savannah of her recent modeling rejection, causing the room to erupt in laughter once more while Miles continues to chuckle in the background. In a moment of boldness, Rina claps back at Savannah with a witty remark, catching some classmates off guard while others rally behind her, showing their support. The atmosphere is electric as the classroom becomes a stage for this dramatic confrontation, with students whispering and laughing, fully engaged in the unfolding drama between the two girls. Savannah, feeling challenged, crosses her arms tightly, her face reddening with frustration as she attempts to reclaim the upper hand. But Rina stands her ground, armed with a newfound confidence that makes her smirk. Meanwhile, Miles lounges in his seat, barely containing laughter as the energy in the room swells with excitement, each student invested in the fiery exchange happening before them. In the library, Rina struggles to reach a book. Miles appears, helps, then moves it higher to tease her. Later at lunch, Rina eats alone. Miles walks over with friends. "Clean my skateboard to sit here," he jokes. Rina declines and eats on the floor. Miles calls her weirdo. Classmates whisper, noticing the odd connection. As days pass, Rina tries to blend into the background while Miles becomes more confident, often making jokes that draw laughter from others. Yet, there's a strange bond forming beneath the surface, leaving both feeling caught between friendship and something deeper. With each passing day, Rina finds herself thinking more about Miles, wondering if he truly cares. Meanwhile, Miles can't help but be drawn to Rina's quirky nature, even as he maintains his facade of coolness among his friends. One afternoon, Rina discovers a quiet park bench where she can escape into her books. Just as she becomes absorbed, Miles arrives, attempting to bridge the gap between them, hinting at a desire for something more than just teasing. Rina's expression changes as she looks at the quirky pufferfish toy, feeling a growing warmth towards Miles, who stands at her window bearing a genuine smile that offers an unexpected truce. Rina wears a borrowed shirt before her class presentation, but soon she starts itching badly as her skin turns red, bringing laughter from her classmates, including Miles. Then Rina realizes it was a prank by Savannah and her friend. Later that night, Miles sneaks into her room through the window, where she hides her face and wig, and he surprises her with a pufferfish toy to apologize. In the cozy glow of her room, Rina and Miles share a moment, their initial embarrassment melting away as they talk and laugh about the day's events, discovering a surprising connection that neither of them expected. As the laughter fills the room, Rina tosses the pufferfish toy to Miles, who playfully dodges it, creating a cheerful atmosphere where their friendship begins to flourish, and all previous worries seem to vanish. Sitting closely on the bed, Rina and Miles delve into each other's stories, sharing laughter and secrets while the soft moonlight filters in, highlighting the warmth of their newfound friendship during that peaceful night. Rina walks into school confidently in a real Gucci hoodie and boots, drawing attention as Savannah mocks her outfit. But Rina shows the receipts and the students gasp. Miles laughs, calling her a legend, which makes Rina smile proudly. Later, she and Miles skateboard together, and he catches her before she falls, leading them to lie in the grass chatting when she asks him why he loves Lena. Miles grins and tells Rina that Lena's kindness and creativity inspire him, sparking a conversation that flows easily between them. As they enjoy their time together, Rina feels a sense of connection and warmth, realizing she appreciates Miles more than just a friend. As Rina and Miles sit up in the grass, their laughter mingles with the gentle breeze, creating a moment that feels effortlessly joyful. They decide to race down a gentle slope, the thrill of the skateboards echoing the lighthearted connection they've formed. With adrenaline pumping, Rina and Miles race down the slope, their laughter ringing out as they embrace the thrill of the moment. Reaching the bottom, Rina's face shines with excitement, and Miles can't help but smile, both savoring their newfound friendship and the carefree spirit of the day. In the lively atmosphere of the high school, girls whisper in the hallway as Zane walks in, calling for Lena. "I know she's here. I can smell her." Alarmed, Rina dashes to the bathroom, fixing her wig in a state of panic. She calls her dad, her worry evident in her trembling voice. He suggests transferring schools, leaving her hesitant as thoughts of Miles flood her mind. As Rina stares at her reflection, she grapples with her feelings, weighing her options while trying to maintain her composure. In the hallway, Zane leans casually against a locker, a confident smirk on his face, oblivious to the tension brewing just moments away. Gathering her courage, Rina takes a deep breath, trying to calm her racing heart as she prepares to confront the situation. Meanwhile, Zane, still leaning casually against the locker, begins to sense the whispers around him, turning his attention towards the source of the intrigue. With newfound resolve, Rina pushes open the bathroom door, her heart pounding as she steps into the bustling hallway, prepared to confront her fears. Zane notices her coming and stands up straight. Curiosity piqued as he senses that a pivotal moment is on the horizon. In drama class, the teacher pairs Miles and Rina for a kissing scene. He acts disgusted and makes excuses, but the rest of the class starts chanting for them to go through with it. Finally, they share a kiss that ignites an unexpected spark between them. But as Miles pulls back, he yells, "Worst day ever!" leaving Rina furious as she storms off. Later outside the school, an argument erupts between them, and in a surprising twist, Miles leans in to kiss her again. As Miles stands outside the school, the clouds overhead seem to mirror his inner turmoil, regretting their heated argument. When he sees Rina turning away, a surge of courage fills him. He rushes after her, halting her with his words. But before they can argue more, he surprises her with another kiss, creating an electric moment that shifts everything between them. As their lips meet again, Rina's initial resistance fades, replaced by a flicker of warmth and surprise catching her off guard. When they finally pull apart, both are left breathless, caught in a whirlwind of emotions as they realize that perhaps this moment changes everything for them moving forward. Savannah gathers everyone at her party, excited to reveal a surprise. A screen shows pictures of Lena Carter and laughter fills the air. Suddenly, Savannah splashes water on Rina, yanks off her wig and screams, "It's Lena Carter!" Students gasp in disbelief, their eyes wide with shock. Rina locks eyes with Miles, who looks equally startled before she turns and flees into the night dramatic music, heightening the tension. As Rina sprints away from the chaos, her heart races with feelings of anger and humiliation. She clutches her wig tightly, determined to escape the embarrassment. Back at the party, Miles stands at the edge, his face etched with concern and confusion, watching Rina vanish into the shadows while whispers ripple through the crowd. As the party continues, Savannah feels a wave of regret wash over her, realizing the impact of her actions. Her friends excitedly discuss the dramatic moment, unaware of the hurt they've caused. Meanwhile, Rina hides behind a parked car, her breaths heavy and tears streaming down her cheeks, feeling utterly betrayed and alone beneath the dim light of a nearby street lamp. In that fleeting moment, surrounded by the warmth of the setting sun, Lena feels a rush of emotions as she leans into Miles, the world around them fading. The laughter they share echoes softly, intertwining with the rustling leaves overhead, grounding them in a surreal yet joyous reality, while the magazine, now a symbol of their connection, lies quietly on the stone bench. Alone in her mansion, Lena hears the sounds of yelling echoing through the halls. Curious, she steps onto her balcony and notices Miles held back by bodyguards, desperately shouting, "I just want to talk!" Without hesitation, Lena races down the stairs. As she approaches, Miles throws a magazine towards her, pleading for an autograph, and when she signs it, he pulls her into a warm embrace, proclaiming, "I love you, Rina or Lena, it doesn't matter." With a smile, she replies, "Just call me yours." As the twilight deepens, Lena locks eyes with Miles, a blend of love and uncertainty flickering across her face. With a tender gesture, Miles gently brushes a stray hair from her face, their intimacy growing stronger under the canopy of stars that begins to twinkle above them, promising a night filled with possibilities.